Thank you guys for doing that for the lights. I know that they really appreciate that as well. I found something out about water. Being on these cruise ships, you can get just as drunk on water as you can on land. It's okay, the ones that's not laughing will be the first ones to tell it when they get home. Because it was funny. Oh my gosh. Have you had a good time tonight? We really appreciate that, you guys coming out and joining us tonight. We want to say thank you to the lights and the sound and everybody backstage, Marina and the cruise director for having us. They're doing such a great job. We really appreciate that. Thank you guys. Spotlights, we see you guys. And also, we would not be the Las Vegas Tenors without the fourth member, and that would be the band behind me. Give it up for this amazing orchestra behind me. They can hear you scream. Oh, you know. I guess I needed it.
Oh, got all the way in there, didn't you? Jeez.
Every nook and cranny.
Yeah, buy dinner first, you know?
Yeah, right. Oh my gosh, you know, a lot of people, it's funny because we hear this all the time. We're getting on and off the elevator, and what we hear is, "Hey honey, I think that's the Tenors." "Honey, it's the Tenors." And I go, "I can hear you." No, we can hear you guys. So the reason why I say that is because we want you to come and talk to us. When we hear that, I've started telling them, when they say, "Hey, it's the Tenors," we're going to go, "Hey, it's the Passengers." So if you see us and you want to talk to us, don't. No, we want you to. We want you to say whatever you want to say, except, you know, if it's a bad show, you tell somebody else. If you love the show, tell us that you loved it. We really appreciate that so much. We've got just enough time to give you guys one more before we let you guys go. I know you have to eat again. And we don't want to stand in the way of you guys from doing that. So we just did a country music song. We would love to close tonight with another country music song, if that's okay. Yep? Yeah. Sweet. Tonight's country is going to be Italy. So we're going to close with one of the biggest arias ever written and performed. You've heard it so many times, whether you realize it or not, because it's literally in so many TV shows and movies. But more, it's in like luxury car commercials, like you hear it all the time. So I guarantee you've heard it, but if you haven't, this is from Puccini's Tondo. It doesn't sound like that though. It's from, it's from Puccini's Tondo. This is Nessun Dorma.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the Las Vegas Tenors! The Las Vegas Tenors, ladies and gentlemen! Give it up for the Ovation Philharmonic Orchestra! Sept, enjoyed the show.
Yeah.
Boy, just in time. The fog's really starting to roll in here. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you had a great time at the show. I want to tell you a little bit about our arrival into Juneau. Are you excited to get to our first port of call in Alaska?
Yeah.
Some of you seem iffy. Well, we're going there anyway. We are going to be pulling alongside the pier in Juneau right around 2 o'clock. We pull alongside the pier, they drop the lines, they moor the ship next to the pier, and then they put away by. They gotta get to the bar. No, they don't drink. We pull alongside and we set the gangways, and the local authorities clear the vessel, so that means that our guests can get off the ship. When they do that, we'll make an announcement. A couple things you need to know, and that usually happens around 2:30. A couple things you need to know about getting off the ship. You need to have your SeaPass card with you. You'll have to have that showing security. You also have to have some government-issued photo identification if you're 18 years of age or older. I know there's only a couple people over the age of 18 here, but those people, you'll have to have some kind of government-issued photo identification. That is not for us. We've got your picture when you came on board. Anyway, so that is for the local security. When you come back through, you give them the SeaPass card and they'll check it against your ID. That's what happens tomorrow. Does anybody know what time you have to be back on board?
9.
9 o'clock. Well, 10 o'clock. We'll see you next week. For the rest of you, 8:30. 8:30 back on board. 9 o'clock is our departure time. And 8:30 is all back on board, so make sure you come back on board. We have a lot of things happening. We have a world-class violinist by the name of David Klinkenberg. He is performing tomorrow night at 9:15. We also have the first two performances of Pixels Cabaret. We have 4 in total.